Grab a chair. We got a lot to talk about today. It's no secret that the life of a musician is not cheap, it's not easy, and sometimes it can be not fun. But today in this video, I wanted to take you back to where this all began, how I got started, a little bit about myself, why I chose drums, why I'm on YouTube, why I'm sitting here talking to you. On June 6, 1999, I was born at Lewis Gale Hospital in Salem, Virginia. I grew up in this house here, and I currently live in this house here. I went to school here, and here, and I also took a vocational school here for automotive. Now, during these years of my schooling, I dealt with what many kids deal with on a very high level. I was anxious, I had ADHD, I had anxiety, I had depression, and I really struggled to even show up to school at times because I was scared of my own shadow and to talk to anybody that was human other than myself sometimes. But there's one thing that really never changed, and that was music. Something that I was never afraid to explore. It definitely was my own little therapy session. It really spoke to me in a powerful way. My music tastes began to develop very, very quickly at this point. I got into bands like this. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. This. And it would mature into bands like this. So with the help of music, I was able to push through, fast forward to about high school. And it was at this time, I was in my junior year of high school, so grade 11. I was 1 year away from graduating. I quit. I gave up. I couldn't do it anymore. And that was probably, in my mind at the time, the best decision for me, because if you go backwards, I was going to a 3-year vocational school along with my base school to be a auto mechanic. I had followed all my friends into this vocational school. Everybody else was doing it, so I kind of just identified with that and did what they were doing, as anybody would at that age, because you're really moldable. I thought I had it all figured out. I was soon to be really wrong, and my world was about to be coming crashing down. Fast forward, I get my foot in the door at this job here, and then I begin working as an auto mechanic. I didn't care about a degree, I didn't care about college, I didn't care about any of that. I just got my foot in the door at the first place that would give me a job. I started working there. While still dealing with high levels of anxiety and depression, I found that not only I was running from myself, but I was also extremely unhappy. I was extremely miserable. I absolutely hated my job. I was depressed, and I felt like I had nowhere else to go. In that time, I worked at jobs like here, and even here. At this current point in time, I'm working at a Honda dealership. The year is 2019. While my depression was consistently squeezing me to the point of thoughts of suicide and other things, I felt like I had nowhere else to go until I had my major breakthrough, which was drums. So the short mini story inside of how I got started in drums inside this huge story we're in now is basically I was at work one day. My friend Michael at the time was playing YouTube videos to the whole shop. He was like our DJ. He was playing everything from Suicide Silence to Drake. I mean, we'd listen to everything, which was really cool. But he was playing video of a particular drummer that is well known by the name of Luke Holland. I was very intrigued. It was his cinema playthrough. Something about it just seemed really cool. I was at a very dark point in my life. I had nothing else to lose. So I was like, oh, this seems cool. I'll try this out and see like what happens. I had tried to play trumpet in middle school and I hated it, mainly because the band instructor was an asshole. But aside from that, I was like, you know what? Hey, Michael, can you teach me how to play drums? He was like, I can't teach you, but I can get you started. So that day he told me what I needed, which was a practice pad and a pair of sticks. So I went straight down to the store that night and picked it up and came back to work, still in my uniform. He started to show me rudiments and different patterns. At this time, I never played on a kit. I had no musical experience whatsoever, but I was willing to try because I felt like I was at a point in my life where I literally had nothing to lose. Like, I was depressed, Suicide was a constant ringing in my head. I felt like, you know what, like let's just give this a try. So I played on that practice pad for probably about a year. Again, I had no idea what the hell I was doing, but I enjoyed it and I thought it was cool. I still wanted to learn the actual drums. At this point, a year goes by, it's 2020, and the world goes to shit. Nobody was giving in-person lessons. And I was still kind of on the fence about if this is something that like I was serious about or I really enjoyed or not. Like I didn't get any kind of feeling from it. So I'm rolling around YouTube at this point, drooling over some people that I thought were tremendous at drums. And then I rolled across this particular person by the name of Wyatt Stav. I watched his As I Lay Dying drum cover. I watched his Waking the Demon drum cover. And at the end, he said,
"Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed my performance of the song Waking the Demon by Bullet for My Valentine. I want to let you guys all know that I am offering online drum lessons."
And I'm like, okay, well this guy's in heavy music. He's playing exactly what I want to play. I literally didn't even hesitate. I emailed him right away. We set up a lesson and I began taking lessons with him. Little did I know this was going to be the moment that changed my entire life for the foreseeable future. So for the next 8 months, I took drum lessons with Wyatt. I began to get a little better each time I sat down. He was really motivating, and he was really consistent in teaching me the fundamentals of being a good drummer and understanding concepts and things that you learn in your early years of playing the drums. I started to really enjoy the process. So after taking drum lessons with him for several months, I stopped taking the lessons and I just kind of began to play around on my own, trying to figure things out. I still really had no idea what I was doing, but I was making the best of it and it was keeping me occupied and it was keeping me out of my head. So I continued to do these things and work at the drums. The moment that really solidified it for me was when I was able to play a Green Day song, All By Ear. It wasn't exactly as Trey Cool played it, but it was close enough that I was keeping time and I enjoyed it. There's not really words that describe that. It was just like this moment that like took me over and I was like, yo, like this is it for me. After some time passed, I continued to drool over so many drummers on YouTube. I basically went back to Wyatt and I was like, yo, you gotta teach me how to make YouTube videos, dog. Like you gotta teach me. So I signed back up to his Patreon. We did lessons on being a YouTuber and he also gave me like some personal mentorship. That was really nice and it really helped me a lot because at this point, I was still struggling with anxiety and depression to a very high level. I can proudly say now that I'm not struggling with that at all and that mental health is a very serious thing and you should definitely reach out if you need help. So shortly after I learned how to make YouTube videos, that Christmas roughly, I got my first acoustic kit. It's the kit behind me. The big problem was at the time I had my electric kit in the corner of my room. I had no room for an acoustic kit. At this point, drums had become pretty important to me and it was something that I really saw a passion for or felt a passion for. I had to make some sacrifices. So this is where like the whole thumbnail comes into play. I've slept on the floor on that mattress right over there every night. I pull it out, I lay down with just a couple sheets and a couple pillows that literally sit against this wall right here. I do that because I don't know what I would do without this instrument. This instrument saved my life practically and it's helped me grow as a person and just be a better human being. Like I said, this is all really hard to put into words. This is one of the most difficult videos I've ever had to make on all levels, so bear with me. But after I got the acoustic kit organized in my room and made the sacrifice, started sleeping on the floor, I posted another drum cover and then another drum cover after that and then another one after that and another one after that, and then I started posting some videos of me talking and it just became an obsession of wow, this is really cool. I really want to share my passion with the world. So this is kind of where like the whole like end goal or end game comes into play. I've been asked, are you trying to be famous? You trying to be rich? You trying to be this? Whatever. Really what it boils down to is I was inspired by Wyatt. And I will always be inspired by Wyatt no matter what he's doing. We talk all the time. We're best friends. We FaceTime. He's off doing some different stuff now in life. I'm still carrying on. Now my goal is to get on a stage and have some kid in the crowd look up and see me wailing on skins and be like, yo, I want to do that. If I can impact somebody's life, make a positive influence for them to make a conscious decision to pick up an instrument, do something good for themselves, and that's it. That's all I ask for. I definitely don't want to work my mundane job and, work in a grocery store. And I definitely, don't want to do anything else but play the drums. But if I can be an inspiration to somebody else that really hits home with me, and it means a lot. I've been through so much trauma, so much anxiety over the past 5 years. Life's finally starting to turn around for me. So if you're out there and you feel like me, I'm sending love and light to you. I'm a firm believer that as long as you don't quit, it will work out. Like, all you have to do is not quit. That's all it is. Like, just don't quit. No matter how hard it gets, just don't quit. Just make a constant, consistent effort to be a better person and work hard at your dreams. That is my goal. That is my vision. That is what I want. And the main reason I kind of have stuck with the YouTube stuff is because I want to be able to prove to others that it is possible. That's kind of the whole motto with this channel. Yeah, I'd love to do it with you. So that's basically going to be it for today's video, guys. This was a long one. I really hope you enjoyed, because I pretty much poured a piece of myself on the floor here, and I feel like I needed to do that just to give you a better understanding of who Clay is, why drum's important to me, and what's the end game with this, or what's the end goal. So if you were inspired, then my goal's been accomplished. Also, I just want to point out that Wyatt is an extremely cool person. He has a YouTube channel as well. I'll put that in the description below. Please go check that out, subscribe. He's doing crazy cool things over there. He's literally traveling the world right now. I'm mad jealous of you, Wyatt, if you're watching this. We've shared some cool, crazy moments together. Also, he's seen some of my sadder moments. But yeah, go check out his YouTube channel. I mean, he's been there from the beginning to where, when I posted my first drum cover and the first time I ever played live. Much love to Wyatt. Go check him out. So with all that being said, if you would like to support me, support this channel and the goal we have, then you can pick up some merch like the shirt I'm wearing right now on my merch store. That'll be a link in the description as well. And if you'd like to support this channel on a month-to-month basis, I would love and really appreciate it. There is a Patreon link down in the description below. I will talk to you all soon and see you in the next one. I've got some really sick content coming and I'm really excited to share it with you. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. I love you all. Later.